I'm hyped now. Let's go. Let me get all this. I'm trying to close out the brackets and all that. Let's go.
Let's see what Dragon's Supergirl's got. In his way, the deadly, the methodical. Semiij down 2 already gets absolutely decimated as Semiij is working his way in. And all he needs to be is about back 3 or jump 2 range for you can apply something next. It's a great down 2 to use though. Just has to become active in time, which is probably why I got beat out the first time around. And this is a very good character for Dragon. Has a lot of stagger pressure. It's not a style that we see Dragon use too much here in Injustice 2. That was his calling card back in Injustice 1, where he was actually a pressure-heavy player.
Yeah. Dragon right now, it looks like a solid choice. But, you know, I'm not sure about the matchup. Semiij's trying to go with a little cross-up setup there. Dragon keeping this full screen, gonna toss some lasers. She has some of the best projectiles in the game, if you're talking about speed and recovery.
And what a matchup it has been, that jump 2 versus the down 2. And what a meter burn on reaction by Semiij, sending her flying through the steps. If she wasn't Kryptonian, that might have hurt a little more. Backdash through the string.
Good catch by Dragon, didn't commit to the breath. If you're a Supergirl player, you got to do the down 1 breath, back 1-2 breath at all times.
I can knock you down all day.
Just kidding. Dragon's in this position, not me. But you know how those Supergirls are. Dragon very content with this 100.
Life bites, and so do I.
Semiij playing dangerous game, whiffing there in front of Supergirl. There you go. There's the check.
Good grab there by Semiij. Gonna get some pressure in his favor.
Yeah, there's a lot of times there they'll just respect the counter poke, and that's a great opportunity to throw your opponent, is when they expect the counter poke. The neutral jump gonna blow her up there and force the clash.
Don't tug on my cape, then quit yanking my tail.
A good answer there by Dragon. Not letting Semiij get away with that free stagger pressure. Good backdash. That's one thing I'm seeing Semiij do a lot is to jump, and if Dragon doesn't have the read on deck, it's, you know, he's just going to drop the combo. We've seen that happen quite a bit of times, but that is going to connect. Unclashable damage. Semiij sitting on almost 4 bars and a clash. Dragon's got to be careful because he has no meter to contest. And a good throw.
Stagger gonna be good blow up there by Dragon. Sometimes it's reading them itself just to guess when it's your turn to press a button against this Catwoman pressure. And still holding all of this is Dragon. Taking his turn and went for a savage read. Went for everything on the line at the end. Tried to get Semiij to press a button. Tried to get him the down 2 with that jump. And Semiij's not falling for it.
So unlike Dragon to throw something out like that meter burn teleport. But
He tried to get Semiij to flinch, and he didn't give him anything. That was just... I like the balls, I like the attempt, but Semiij just stood his ground and definitely deserved a W there with that read at the end.
Semiij up 1-0. Dragon sticking with Supergirl.
Begin.
You know, it didn't look like, you know, I mean, the game was close, don't get me wrong, but it didn't look like, you know, anything that I expected when somebody says, hey, I got a character for this character, and then it winds up being as close as that. Surprise Dragon stuck this out. Bunch of block pokes. Semiij doesn't commit to the low. Good scout there by Dragon. Gonna catch him air to air, push him in the corner. Dragon.
Look at the defense by Semiij, guessing right on all of this pressure. There could be some nasty mix off of that stand 3. She can commit, go to overhead. She can stagger it, go to low, stagger it, go in the throw.
Ooh, ooh, nice punish. Down 1's gonna catch some of the best range on that down 1.
Oh, and here we go, though. This has been a little bit of a scrap, a lot of back and forth.
You down all day.
Tried to give Supergirl a taste of her own medicine there with the frost breath. Good throw by Semiij. Only needs one more. I like that from Dragon. That is that. Oh, that chip! But what an interrupt!
Oh, the interrupt! Almost, that frost breath almost caught Semiij on the way down, and that would have been really crazy. Nice down 2 by Semiij. Just needs a little bit of damage.
You never had it.
Dragon just playing the patient game, keeping Semiij out of his territory, but he's backing himself into the corner, which is a dangerous place. Dragon pushes Semiij back full screen again.
And the patient plays really paid off for Dragon here. The chat really picked up on it there in game number 1 when he finally got risky. Is when it really cost him at the end. Just play patient, and it's been paying off so far. And the down 2 getting stuffed there, not even close to becoming active, and a fantastic blow up of the EX breath. A lot of people hold that. Catwoman, one of those characters that can do something about it every single time. Profiling, good, unclashable damage. And this is gonna hurt. Has to wager.
Tonians value respect. Then quit yanking my tail.
It's gonna give Semiij a little bit of a lead. Doesn't have the health lead, but really has the moral lead having that 1 bar meter.
Straight plus frame. Catches Dragon with the last hit.
And that's where that 1 bar came into play. Easy confirm. Into a launcher, Semiij taking game number 2. Dragon's back is now to the wall. What a comeback there as well by Semiij.
Catwoman, Supergirl.
And she's gonna stick it out with Supergirl again.
And this is a good spot to really test waters. We know money's on the line, but guys, this is free to enter. And Dragon's going to use this as a learning experience moving forward into even offline competitive play, where he might feel that Supergirl is a great option for Catwoman. This is a great spot to try it out. It's been really close so far, and I respect it.
When he said that, I really expected Dr. Fate, because that's who, out of the characters I play, that's who I prefer against Catwoman. And Dragon has a really good Dr. Fate. You know, I'm not sure if he plays him anymore, but he is sticking out with Supergirl this entire set. No matter what happens now, he's stuck with this character. And he's got a solid health lead at the moment. Wow. And the DP. Get off me.
Dragon's been in a situation where he's had the health lead, but it might be disappearing here, as this is Catwoman in the corner. So safe as Semiij as well. And it makes you want to press a button, but it makes you not want to press the button at the same time, because if you do it the wrong time, you just die. And that's what can be so overwhelming when Catwoman has you to the corner. What a down 2. We'll think it was early there by Dragon, holding on to the south lead. And oh, the staggers, Das Boot!
Yo! He did about 15 of those boots and finally said, you know what, here's the low. And Semiij got hit by it. Meter burn back 3. Will it be enough to kill? No. If he'd burn a bar, maybe. Oh, and the respect right now. Semiij may be looking at Dragon saying, I know he's going to tech if I throw. Dragon keeping it unclashable. And now Dragon forward. Oh, and that's a punish. Back 3. Back 3 again. Dragon on the board.
And that's what I'm talking about. This is a great time to just use this as a learning experience. And look at this. Stuck it out with Supergirl. has a game on the board, has some momentum. He had a lead in the last 2 games.
Catwoman,
He can start to run away with this if he keeps playing like he is right now. Adjustments have been made. Again, he's slowed down a lot, and that's what pays off. He can't get aggressive at the end. He can't get too crazy. You know, but that being said, if it works, then I will look like a fool.
I mean, he's still got a game to go before we even reach a game number 5. And puts himself right in range of that jump into, and immediately burning the meter on the trait lasers. A nice backdash and the punish. His dragon pushes Semiij to the corner. Semiij will confirm, back 3. Sets him up, dragon with a little bit of a delay wake up there.
And I love it when I see a player like Semiij stagger and guess a backdash and forward dash after the stagger. Stuff in there, dragon claiming the health lead for himself. Look at how much meter Semiij has, though. A couple of meter burn cancels on deck, couple of meter burn back 3s. Will we see the famed, the infamous, the never before seen quadruple meter burn back 3 on block?
I'm sure there's some players out there that say they've experienced that, but you're right. We haven't seen that on War of the Gods.
It's like
if we ever see that.
It's like seeing a unicorn out in the wild, guys. You got to chop off its horn. You gain some magical powers. If Catwoman does 4 meter burn back 3s on block in a row, you got to cut off her tail. It's good luck. It's got magical powers.
And that right there was a nice scout by Dragon. Neutral jump to throw attempt by Semiij. Got him all that damage. Took Semiij. Oh! Dragon, I'm not sure what that was for, but it was not the time to use that. Maybe an input error, maybe a hard read. And a throw by Semiij. Every little bit is adding up. Wow. Dragon didn't have the execution to finish that off.
Tried to use some water there. Cats in general absolutely frightened of it, but wasn't in range. Dragon does catch him. He had a bunch of hits down there, but got nothing off it. Forces the clash.
Kryptonians value respect. Then quit yanking my tail.
Dragon had to have been going for that background bounce, so you can bounce off that ball that was right behind Semiij there. Oh, and a down 2 on whiff. Semiij gonna punish that in Dragon's run this week in week number 4. Semiij going to get the run back against Rewind. Rewind's been waiting.